All right, so hello and welcome. Hopefully you could hear me now. I had a little difficulty just now. So hello and welcome. I appreciate you stopping by or even sharing your patience with me, waiting until this was possible. All right, so now I'm going to begin. I'm going to begin to share some secrets, 3 secrets about lowering financial stress. Yes, 3 secrets about lowering financial stress. All right. So, investing, but where? Lowering financial stress, right? This is the focus here. Investing, but where? All right, so if you invest in cash, let's see what this excerpt says. It says, there, there is a price to be paid for safety in a low interest rate environment. If you want to guarantee your principal and you want to guarantee return, you should expect your return to be low. If a 3-month certificate of deposit is paying 1.5% annually, that means that you would earn only $1,500 annually for an average of for every $100,000 you invest. And this is taken from the balance. Now let's look at property. So property, this is investing in residential or commercial property, or trying to get some rent, that kind of income. Let's see the risk involved and the amount that you can look to earn. So the risk is medium to high, and the average return over 10 years is 6.3% per year. Now, the time frame is long term or at least 5 years. Now, this was taken from moneysmart.gov. And now let's look at investing in stocks. Typical annual return on investment as of April 15, 2021 is that the average stock market returned an average of 10% per year for nearly the last century. The S&P 500 is often considered the benchmark measure for annual stock return. So note there that the average for annual return over the last century, the last 100 years, is 10% with the stock market, considering all the increases and the decreases as well. So, and this was taken from the Nerd Wallet. And so, let's look at 2 good long-term investments. All right, of course, education and also in investing in a business. All right, so if you invest in a business, you can look to make anywhere from 0 to 30% return on investment over 3 or 5 years. Of course, do know that it could go bad as well. But I know that if you invest in a business, you'll do your necessary research. You wouldn't just jump up and do something. All right, so the best investment that most people can make. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? The best investment that most people can make is actually in your own debt. And what kind of return can you expect? If you have a high interest loan charging you 6 to 20%, know that you can save this 6 to 20% if you pay off that loan in a year. You'll be making 6 to 20% there. Now, if it's a credit card, and know that if you have excellent credit, then your you will actually have an interest rate of around 13%, 13.99, all the way up to 40% in some places. And this is the amount that could be saved, right? From from investing in a credit card debt. But I have something for you. Yes, if you are one to have, payday loans, that's the amount you could make. 390%, 520%. And these are very conservative amounts. This is what you could save if you invest in any payday loan that you have. You invest in terms of paying those loans off. That's what you would earn. All right. So I learned this from Elder Edward Reed. All right. So, but be cautious. Be cautious. Exercise caution. Stay away from get rich quick schemes. Yes, stay away from them. Let me show you why. Proverbs 13:11, King James Version. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. So be cautious, be wary of any get rich quick scheme. All right, so saving. Who should save? Of course. You always hear some talking about, oh, you should spend other people's money. I want to tell you that the good book says, the wicked borrow and do not pay again. And so I want to submit to you that everyone should be saving. And the reasons are very, very clear. But let's have a look here. When it comes to saving, you have to economize, right? You have to spend as though you must give account, knowing that your Creator wants the best for you. Jesus did not throw away the leftovers after the feeding of the 4,000 nor the 5,000. And do not stint on your health. The first wealth is health. American philosophy Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote this in 1860. Another version of this is your health is your wealth. So do not stint on your health. Make sure you get your rest. Make sure you're balancing your time. And so you have to get all on board. What do I mean? Get your entire family on board with your plan to economize with wisdom. Sell all the stuff that you do not need and will not use again. There are some benefits here. Immediate financial benefit from the sales. You will reduce the storage rental and you'll reduce the clutter, which help your brain with memory. And so save by investing in your own debt. Get rid of debt. Here's why. Owe no man nothing but love. But love one another. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. Budgeting. Here is another very important secret here. Budgeting. And who should do it? Let's look at this. 1 Corinthians 4:2 says, moreover, it is required in stewardship that a man be found faithful. So how do we make a budget? Stay tuned now. How do we make a budget? We have to outline a general plan based on income and expense. Write down all the amounts. Write this down. And then you must have the essential needs in terms of things like housing, utilities, groceries, transportation. These things must be there. And then, of course, you have your wants and any luxuries that you can afford. Now, make the budget practical. You have to record. One very, very good way to do a budget is to first record all income for 3 months and also the expenditures. And you place these expenditures in categories. Yes, use overarching categories as described in your plan, the one that you would have seen earlier, and add any needed category that you might have. And so it would be a good idea to, to do your recording of income and expenses on a spreadsheet. However, a notebook could be fine. And it's a good idea to use pencil. Now, the next step after you have done that, now that you have your actual data, you will have to have an excellent knowledge of where your money is going. All right, so now that you have the data, you will have an excellent knowledge of where your money is going. And so you will know what you can trim or add to balance your budget. Remember to add your tithe and offering based on your gross income. And remember to add saving. Saving is very important in your budget. So, what next? Balance your budget. Add miscellaneous. Anything, just put a miscellaneous on there and put a reasonable amount there. And of course, do not forget the emergency fund, because you will be, if you have an emergency fund, then you'll be prepared for some emergencies. And you also need to prepare for 1 or 3 or 6 months without income. And after you outlay your budget and you see how much you're spending and you balance things, then with your saving, you can work up to even 6 months of income and be able to weather any financial storm that may come for those times, or at least until you can sort yourself out with either employment or anything like that. All right, so follow your budget. That's going to be very important. You'll have to exercise some discipline here. You are now in the know of how to lower your stress, your financial stress, and how to apply them. So, first, you need to make a budget. Then, you need to save. Of course, you will add savings in your budget, and then you will actually invest. Yes, you will invest according to what was shared at the forefront of the presentation, bearing in mind the different amount of yields and the risk involved. And so, again, step 1 is to budget, step 2 is to save, and step 3 is to invest. So, remember that your health is your wealth. Always bear this in mind. Always get your rest. Always be temperate. Always have a balance between the things that you do. Now, here is a simple budget for income received on a bi-weekly basis. There is a simple budget there. And you can get access to this budget if you check the description below. You will see it towards the end. you'll click and you can get access to this budget. Notice the one that you will get there, you can change all those fields in the white cells. All right. So the income tax deduction here are 17%. And the lower right cell with $3 show a surplus of $3. Once this amount is positive, you're in good shape with this particular budget. All right, so here is a more elaborate one. This is just a sample from another budget that you will find on MathCM in that particular link. And there is a video even on this channel that shows you how to work, how to navigate through this particular budget. Once you manage your budget and you are disciplined and you work the plan, you work the budget, you follow the steps outlined, then your stress will be lightened because your expenses will be more and less predictable, right? Remember, you would have studied this thing out for 3 months. So you're not just putting in a random number and going with that, but you are actually using your actual data. And so these two budgets, again, that I've shown are available in the link in the description. And other colors schemes are available for this particular budget on the MathCM channel. So you can click on that link and go there. So are there any questions? You can type a question in the chat. Right. So if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat. Right. All right. So I take it that I don't see any questions. All right, let me give you that link to the budgets as ease of reference. Let me just type that in the chat. All right, so that's the link there. And yes, so that was actually 3 secrets to lowering financial stress. 3 secrets to lowering financial stress. So I must apologize for the delay today. And so I want to thank you again for stopping by to look at 3 secrets to lower financial stress. All right. So take care and see you in the next video.